What's going on, everybody? My name is Firedog and I welcome you back to the channel. Chapter 1040 dropped last week, and I know I'm late, but my work schedule and my home life and my social life have gotten me, away from making videos. But here I am now, and I'm excited to get into this. So we open up with Kid doing his damned punk attack on Big Mom. We actually see a little bit of a diagram showing that the attack itself is shooting all the way through Onigashima. And we even see the Kid Pirates, who have definitely seen this ability before. They're just shocked that this attack wasn't able to blow her away. And while she's continuing to be pummeled by Kid's attack, she starts, monologuing, and she says, "After I blow this attack away, I'll let you choose your fate. You can either give me 50 years from your lifespan, or you can live on as my slaves." She goes into her soul focus, life or slave, and she begins to suck out all of the souls of the Kid and lost subordinate crew members. They're actually terrified of her because they think she hasn't, really taken any damage. We see that Law's subordinates are telling him, "Hey, we gotta get out of here," to which Law replies, "You guys go on ahead." Kid comes in with honestly one of the coolest lines I think we've seen from him. And Law, this is really cool, okay? He opens up another form of his awakening called the R room. This R room ability, as we see, is able to cancel out sounds within its room, which is pretty much exactly what Roshinante did with his ability, the Calm fruit. So wouldn't it make sense for the R and R room to stand for Roshinante? We even see a flashback, with Law thinking back to, just reminiscing. We only see a flash image of Roshinante's face while Law is explaining this ability and how it cancels out sounds. And because this is canceling out her sound, she's not screaming like she was. She can't use her soul focus. She's not sucking out the souls of his subordinates anymore. And this pretty much makes her more susceptible to attack. We see that Law and Kid use these abilities in tandem to, one, stop soul focus, and two, send her fucking flying through the ground. As I said earlier, Onigashima, there's a diagram of Onigashima where the damned punk attack literally is shooting all the way through. And another thing that it's done, which I just noticed rereading this, is that it's preventing her from calling her homies to her to save her. She's just literally free falling through the entirety of Onigashima with this attack. And we see her fall into the arsenal room, and she grabs onto one of the bombs, detonating it and blowing a giant hole in the side of Onigashima. I mean, there is a lot of damage here, right? We also see Chopper and the Alliance members that he's with, just being thrown about by this explosion. Brooke and Robin, they're stumbling from it. Zoro is unconscious, which brings more merit to what I said in my last video, where I thought that Zoro was going to fight the Grim Reaper in his subconscious. Now, here's the thing. I had a discussion with some homies of mine, and they were for it, but kind of against it, simply for the fact that if something like that happens, there's going to be a lot of bullshit power scaling, with people saying like, "Oh, Zoro beat the Grim Reaper, he's stronger than death, Zoro is God." No, it's in his subconscious. So if there is a fight, because it's in his subconscious, there won't be any merit to it. You get what I'm saying? But we also see that the part of the island that he was sitting on begins to collapse. We don't know necessarily if he's fallen with it, but it is collapsing. And we also then cut to Orochi and Hiyori. Hiyori still playing that song that Orochi requested. So we know that she has not gone through with her plans to assassinate Orochi yet. However, fight of the century, Raizo versus Fukuro Kujo, is done. It's done. Raizo has defeated Fukuro Kujo. He is still holding his paralysis technique. Fukuro Kujo, he's on the ground, on fire, begging for water. And Raizo, he's just chilling. He's still got his paralysis technique. He's good. All right. And all the while that we see this, Big Mom is falling, and she is basically monologuing to herself, blaming Roger for what had happened. These pirates rising to power, she blames them. The fact that he said those last words proclaiming that he had found the One Piece, without even telling him if it was real, she basically blames Roger for not telling her specifically where the One Piece is. And as she's falling, she continues to curse them. She curses Kid and Law. Says she'll never forgive them for this. And then she also says, "You better not think this is enough to kill me." But and I still don't think this is enough to kill her. We see her fall into Wano, into the wasteland, and there's a giant explosion probably from one of the bombs that fell with her. She either grabbed another one or it's one of the bombs that fell with her. And we see that the narrator comes on and says that Emperor Big Mom versus the new generation, live floor battle, victors. Eustace, Captain Kidd, and the Surgeon of Death, Trafalgar Law. And we cut back to the two of them. Kidd is kind of laying against some rubble, and Law is sitting down on top of like a collapsed boulder. He looks really badass. It looks like he's just, you know, he's kind of playing it off like, oh yeah, no, that wasn't tough at all, you know, even though you could tell he is like on death's door. The both of them, they are very injured. They are so exhausted. They are like on the edge of their true limit. And for the final scene, we cut to Yamato and Momonosuke meeting together, and Momonosuke closes this chapter out with one of the biggest pieces of information we've ever had in the series, stating that Zunisha 800 years ago was charged with a serious crime back when it was Joy Boy's companion. And honestly, I don't really know what to think. I've had so many ideas about what Joy Boy is and how Zunisha involves with that, but this, I'm gonna be honest, I never thought of this. I did not see it going this way. So to be honest, and I'm sorry, I don't really have any thoughts to bounce off of this. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait till the next chapter, see if either it's back to the Luffy Kaido fight, if we're gonna get more exposition. I don't know, but I am excited, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below letting me know what you want me to do in the future. I hope you're all happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.
So, what it take to be an icon? All in your desktop, so I just might already be one. Might me with the label, it feels on the table one sign, but I'm down for a free lunch. Just speaking my heat-seeking